Sawati Krop. It's about 5:30. I'm standing at the BTS Sok, and this is the exit for the Sukhumvit MRT, the underground, the subway. Busy trains. This is not the time to come down and take your first train trip. Everybody's hustling, pushing. The lines are huge for the ticket machines. But once you get the hang of it, it's not that big a deal. It's an organized chaos. Kind of slide into the line, no big deal. And this Terminal 21 area with the junction of the MRT, Sukhumvit, and BTS Sok is another reason this is one of the more popular areas for expats to live. There's a couple other junctions around town, but this is probably the #1 easiest place to live and navigate the city. One train stop away up the MRT is Phetchaburi, where you can transfer to the airport rail link to head out to Suvarnabhumi. And from here you can take the blue to Bang Sue and transfer to the red train, which will take you out to Chiang Watana and Don Muang Airport. So this is a very, very convenient area. And I'm meeting Boone inside Terminal 21. We're gonna grab a bite to eat. This is looking down a Sok Mantri. This is in between Soi 19 and then, let's see if I can see it. Now this building's in the way. Soi Cowboy would be right there on the other side. And then the back end of Soi Cowboy is Soi 23. So if a Sok Mantri were a number, it would be Soi 21, but it's not. It's a little confusing because it's actually Ratchadapisak Road up on the other side of Phetchaburi, and then a Sok Mantri for this little leg. And then on the other side of Sukhumvit, over my right shoulder, up by the Queen Sirikit Convention Center and Benjikiti Park, it turns back into Ratchadapisak, and you'll hear people call it Ratchada for short. So a street with 3 names. And that's the overhead BTS. You can see it connects, also the underground MRT. They both connect right into Terminal 21. That is Sok Mantri. Some of the most expensive real estate in town. You can still find some deals, but there will be no 12,000 baht, 35 square meter condo. 120,000 baht is way more common. And you can see the crowds coming off the trains. Up on the top deck, I think it's the 5th floor. They have a really nice movie theater, and all the phone shops are up there. The main AIS and the main True to take care of your cell phone and all those needs. Hey, that was a good time. We had a little dinner at Terminal 21 and end of the year shopping. They have all these 50 and 70% off, so Boone's a pretty careful shopper. She got a bunch of 100 baht little t-shirt tops and just different things with business outfits. A couple of pair of shorts. That's Terminal 21 across the way. I'm kind of standing near Soi Cowboy on a Sok Mantri, and they just opened this, what's it called? Dough Brothers. I've seen one up in Ekamai, I think, or is it near the W District in Prakangnong? It's pizza and donuts. They opened this location, I don't know when, October or November. But check out Dough Brothers. And I walked Boone over to the MRT Sukhumvit, the subway down below, and then crossed under a Sok Mantri, popped out over here on the Soi Cowboy side. I'm making my way, it's a beautiful evening, so I'm gonna walk back up to, oh no thank you, to Prompong. And right there is Soi Cowboy, just 50 feet on the right. So if you're looking for it, it's not on the corner of Sukhumvit or anything. It's up a Sok Mantri, just 1 minute from the BTS tracks. It is 8 p.m. on a Thursday night. Soi Cowboy is gonna kick off like every night, 7 days a week. Probably one of the biggest red light areas, or most famous in the world. You have Nana Plaza up in the Soi 4 area, and one of the originals, Patpong, up by the Saladang BTS. But Cowboy It's a favorite. And here come the, I think it's a Chinese bus tour. You're now passing the world famous Soi Cowboy. They don't really do the follow the flag thing here at Cowboy, but it's definitely on the tour bus schedule. And Cowboy, don't be afraid, even if you're not partaking in any of the cowboy action. There are plenty of tourists just wandering up and down the street. It's a little strange. They'll even be families at times because a lot of the girls are standing out front in bikinis and all. But I have been sitting out on many a patio, and here comes some European family with their little 6 or 7 year old. Yeah, come on down to these red light areas and just check out the energy. You can go into the clubs, and the way it works, if you've never been over here, it's not like a strip club where there's one dancer coming to the stage and, you know, that kind of thing. It's a stage with 20 girls all dancing at one time, and they have numbers, and then there's different servers, mama-sans, whatever you want to call them, that are walking around, and you'll invite somebody over to your table and buy them a ladies drink. Now, this is where it gets a little, not controversial, but different guys on online saying all kinds of goofy things, like I had to pay 350 baht for a watered down fruit juice for my lady's drink. You don't have to get these ladies drunk, and as a matter of fact, most of them, they're in there now 8 p.m. and they'll be there till 2, 3 in the morning. They don't need to be hammering drinks all night. You're paying for their company, not to get them drunk. So I'll say normal people understand that, but that is a very frequent comment on, you know, getting charged a whole bunch of money for a very, very weak alcoholic drink. And I'm talking very weak, like 5% alcohol and 95% juice, or just straight up juice. Now, some of the ladies, and I don't blame them, that's probably not the easiest job in the world, are getting hammered. And that's another set of issue. If you're going to want to take her out of the club, well, you might, you know, have a hot mess on your hands. But the way it works is, depending on the time of the day, like right now, if you went into one of these, there's bars and there's go-go bars. Most of these are go-go's, I guess, behind closed doors. The other open kind of bars are more in, I'm no expert on all this, but more like in Pattaya, where you walk into a beer garden and there's 5 or 10 little horseshoe bars in the open. Those are beer bars or open bars. These go-go's are behind closed doors, and again, set up like a strip club, but there's 20 girls on stage instead of 1. If you want to invite one of the ladies out of the club, if it's early, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, you're going to pay a fine to the club for, depending on the lady, and it's a little, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like, she's an A girl, she's a B girl, she's a C girl. I don't make the rules. That's how it is. So the A girl is going, or woman, is going to cost more to take on a date than the B or C girl, as far as the, what they call the bar fine, to pay the bar to not have that pretty girl in the bar while you're out for whatever you've negotiated, a couple of hours or the whole evening, whatever the case is. And then whatever you negotiate with her has nothing to do with the bar. The other issue with Cowboy and bars in general, and not only Bangkok, but Thailand, Southeast Asia, sometimes they get a little goofy on mixed drinks, as far as if the lady orders, say, a screwdriver, vodka and orange juice, and a lady's drink is 300 baht, when you get that bill, it might be 600 baht. They've charged you 300 for the 2 drinks. So just be a little careful. My recommendation would be, if you buy somebody a drink and they just slam it in 2 minutes, and then, you know, hey, will you buy me another drink? it's probably time to find somebody else to hang out with. I'm not saying they're supposed to sit there with that drink for 30 minutes. I would say 15 or 20 minutes is a little more reasonable, maybe even 30. But again, some people think, well, I bought you a ladies drink, so you're supposed to sit with me for an hour and a half. That's not going to happen. The other issue that guys get a little upset about, and I kind of understand this, is if you buy somebody a ladies drink, she might then, how do I try to explain this? They break the dancing up into at least 50-50. 50% are on the stage and 50% are kind of wandering around the club. What you don't want to do is buy a person a ladies drink, they sit with you for 20 seconds, and then whatever bell goes off and she's got to run to the stage and dance for whatever it is, another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, unless you're okay with that. Some guys kind of get a little upset. Theoretically, if you bought a person a ladies drink, I think she's supposed to sit with you and then go on stage, but I have seen it, and it hasn't happened to me, but I've been with a group of guys and that exact thing happened. You know, he ordered a ladies drink, she came over, sat down, said thank you, kind of drank half of it and said, I need to go dance. And then she did come back over, but I think she just did a shotgun on that drink after she came off the stage, and then I think she even hit him up for the, oh, are you buying me another drink? And it had just kind of soured him on the whole situation. But that's just how it goes. It's actually kind of a quiet evening. Usually this area down here, no matter Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is busy. It is early though. It's a little after 8 p.m. So come on down to Cowboy. If you're keeping it tame, but you kind of want to check it out, we'll just walk up the Soi here at Cowboy and yeah, sit out on the patio and soak up some of the crazy energy of the city. It's probably a little more tame than Nana Plaza, although there's a beer garden right in the center. Nana's a 3-story or 4-story, I can't remember, kind of a square building that's in the middle, has a courtyard with a beer garden down below. Those are more, I'm trying to remember, there's less sitting out front at those bars. At Cowboy, all of these bars, even the go-go bars, have an outdoor patio for smoking, for one, or the ladies sitting there trying to, you know, get customers to come in. But they'll jump up out of the seat if you and your wife or you and your buddy, whatever, want to sit down out there. Yeah, you're the customer buying drinks. I try to keep an open mind with all of this. I've read every comment from my YouTube channel and just different things online. These ladies are not, in my opinion, they're not trying to rip you off. I'll say 95% of them are reasonable ladies, but they have a quota to make as far as ladies drinks and all. And even if they're the most whatever generous person in the world, and again, guys get a little foolish online. It's like, oh, she really liked me, you know, she stayed with me and I didn't have to buy her a thing, and you know, on and on. I probably could have took her home for free. Yeah, all right, but if she's sitting at your table for too long, Mama-san's gonna come over and they'll be speaking in Thai, and it's basically like, is he buying you another drink, or let's get you on the move, because you're not making any money for yourself or the club sitting here with this guy for minute 50, and you know, he's a one drink a night kind of guy. Now myself, I have a girlfriend right now. I sometimes hang out in these places with buddies and all. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. I will sometimes, just out of politeness, buy somebody a drink. You know, if it's my buddy's girlfriend's friend who comes over, yeah, I'll explain the situation. Hey, you know, I have a girlfriend, but you know what? Let me buy you a drink. Sit with us here for a little bit, and you know, you're in the business of selling drinks. I don't know if you need to take it that far. You're more than welcome to just go in, hang out, not buy anybody drinks, be polite about it. Don't. I hate when I see guys shooing ladies away, you know, not a no thank you or whatever, just not even making eye contact and waving their hand at them like they're a dog or something. I hate that. So don't, of course, be that guy. I don't think anybody watching my channel is, but I see it all the time. Maybe it's a little bit of a cultural thing from guys from different countries. Think it's okay to, you know, just kind of give somebody the back of the hand, like, get away from me, get away from me. And that's what these ladies are in the business of doing, is selling ladies drinks. This isn't a public library. And you can see it's all kinds of different expats all making their way to Cowboy. The light just changed from the Terminal 21 side. There's also Thai folks that hang out in there. They're right where I showed you the end of Cowboy there on the Terminal 21 side. There's Country Roads, which is one of the originals. I'm not sure if Cowboy, I think that was his club. Cowboy was an American Air Force guy, I think Vietnam era, and he set up, I believe it was Country Roads. I don't know my Soi Cowboy history that well. I don't think it was here. I think it was up closer to Phetchaburi. We'll have to check a Bangkok Pat video for a mini documentary of Cowboy if he has not already did one. I'm sure he has the researched information. But anyhow, Cowboy's Bar was up there somewhere, and then it moved down here. And he was a big, tall African-American guy with a cowboy hat, and now the street's Soi Cowboy. So quite a legacy there. But the club right across from his, and Country Road is it's a great club with different bands. If they're Thai, Filipino singers, whatever, that's where you're going to hear your John Denver and your every other song you hear in Thailand. The Eagles, just on. And you give them a 100 baht tip, and they'll take requests, no problem. Probably even without the tip. These are hardworking people. Right across from Country Roads is Penny Black. Some very good bands down below. They have an interesting after-hours club up on the 4th deck. It's a little sketchy to me, but it's very, very popular. The reason I say sketchy is there appears to be one little way to get in, and maybe you can jump out on a balcony or something, but the Californian me is always looking for an escape plan, if for various reasons. But let's leave it at that. When I walk into a room up on the 4th floor, I'm looking at how can I get out of here quickly if things go sour. And that room it might even be windowless, but anyhow, they have electronica music, or I think that's what it is. It's a dance party up there. And even a lot of the ladies that work in Cowboy, if you hang out with them till closing time, I believe, in fact I know, you don't pay a bar fine. Again, depending on the lady, depending on the bar. But if the bar closes at 2 and you've been a good customer sitting there buying ladies drinks, buying yourself a ton of drinks, that kind of thing, and it's, I don't know, 12:45 and everything is slow, Mama-san's probably not going to charge you a bar fine. If that's the case, give Mama-san 200 or 300 baht and she'll be super, super grateful. And again, it's not an easy life for any of these folks. This is some hard-working industry, but a lot of the ladies will even say, hey, you know, it's 10 till 1. Hang out, buy me a couple of ladies drinks, have a couple of beers, and then let's go over to Penny Black and go dancing at 2 when they turn all the neon off and all. And then whatever else is planned for the evening goes from there. What's going on here? I hear some hooting and hollering down here. So that's just my very, very G-rated, I guess, version of Cowboy. You can fill in the blanks. I'm not that kind of channel that's gonna be quoting prices and all. I don't even know. I couldn't even really tell you. Again, it depends on the ladies, and it's not 1980 anymore. I'll see different comments on, oh, Bangkok is ruined, you know, can you believe these ladies are charging this much for their company and all. Yeah, I can. It's 2024 there, guy. It's not 1999, the last time you were over here, and you came years and decades later, and you're surprised things have gone up. Some people just, a very few people, but they seem to make most of the noise on Facebook or whatever the situation is. These guys, they did something 25 years ago, 30 years ago, and everybody today is foolish because, well, when I was there, beer was 25 cents, and oh my God, you know, my buddy just went, can you believe they're charging $4? I don't know where these folks are writing from, but if it's the UK or the US, this guy, I wonder how expensive things are at that same pub in London. Yet, for whatever reason, this guy needs to get on the keyboard and start slamming Bangkok. Prices should never go up in Bangkok, I suppose. And I will throw out my Sulk Terminal 21 area warning, I guess. I do not like to say anything negative about Thailand. I mean, there's just so many positives. One of them here maybe is the motorbikes. You can see people are walking on a green. You still have to watch yourself. And here's a motorbike going the wrong way. It is what it is. You can complain about it all you want, or you can just deal with it, learn to accept it. Be careful here. Running across like that, a motorbike will just come out of nowhere and just whack you. I would not be in a big hurry to get across the street when it's flashing green like that, because these guys are not expecting you to walk in front of them, and you will get nailed. Here's a Lala move. Put that app on your phone once you get over here, and that's a truck. You can get that kind of truck with the enclosed casing. There it is right there, Lala move. I hired one of those, and I repeat myself often. I'm sorry if you've watched a bunch of my videos, but a lot of people, this is the first video they've ever seen. So let's let the new folks catch up. That Lala move is a great way to move your things around town. I filled one of those trucks with well, not filled it, but it was half full. I'm kind of acquiring a lot of stuff over here. Now I just got a big IKEA chair and just fans, ironing boards, on and on. I'm not living out of a backpack anymore. This is my home. But moving from one condo on the, on 26th floor, and moving to another high floor in my new condo from On Nut to Prom Pong, it was less than 400 baht, I think. I mean, I think I even paid an extra 100 baht for him to help me. The driver and his wife were helping load everything into the service elevator down to the truck, and then, all right, this is sketchy, and then they helped me move it up to the new apartment. Now, if you just want it delivered to the, you're gonna take everything down to the ground, and then I guess they dump it on the ground in front of your new building. Well, that's a whole $3 less. So that's not really a great idea. Pay the extra 100 baht, and in my case, call me silly, the bill was less than 500 baht. I gladly gave that guy a 1,000 baht note. That was a lot of work we did, and for less than 30 bucks to move across town in the rain with an enclosed truck, that Lala move, it's a great deal. Now, if you're going to buy something like a chair at IKEA, just order a grab SUV, and just shoot them a note. Hey, just me, single guy, or one person in the car, but I do have a big chair, and no problem. That will probably come quicker than ordering the, I'm calling it Lala move. Maybe there's another one there. See, he's got whatever in the back. Thai folks too, they'll use it to hustle things around town. Messenger type service. Maybe you can use them for the messenger type service. They'll pick up a document, a phone. Let's say your girlfriend leaves her phone at your place. You can do that with Grab too. And I have did that. Boone left her, what was it, a computer charger or something at my place, and she was back home, and she goes, just order a Grab bike, you know, and when he shows up, just hand him the thing. He'll throw it under the seat and race it over to the house, just for the same price as you're driving somebody over there. And a motorbike to go, she lives I don't know, 8 kilometers from me, it's still nothing. It's less than 100 baht or something. I don't really like riding on the back of a motorbike at those distances, but from here to home, I do it every day. I'm kind of getting in the habit of asking for their spare helmet, which most of the guys have under the seat. Just ask. But that's up to you. I'll say probably more than 50% of my buddies do not like riding on the motorbike, but I personally love it. It's the quickest way to get around town. And you can see the lights still red. And I like to call this the Times Square of Bangkok. I don't really recommend walking across any street that you can go up and over on either a train sky bridge, or in this case you can go down below in the MRT. But this street, this intersection is kind of the exception. There's just hundreds of people on every light. Hey, and I know this doesn't belong in this Terminal 21 area video. I'm walking home. I came into the M Sphere, and down here, almost in the back on, I guess it's the ground floor level, is a See's Candy right next to the Gourmet Market. I think See's, I think it's a California company. I'm not sure. I grew up on See's Candy around the holidays, or, you know, especially. So I don't know. Hopefully this is a permanent thing. I'm not going to eat it. I'm doing my best to avoid candy, but man, I do have a sweet tooth. And let's see what they have here. Victoria truffles. I don't have my glasses on. 8,880 baht. These smaller Sees are 855 baht. Candy bars, just the small candy bars, 869. So it's top dollar. Peppermints, 1,155. They have my peanut brittle. Oh man, 18 sugar-free peanut butter brittle. That's a waste, but still, it's 1,800 baht. They have the regular peanut brittle. Again, I'm not pulling the trigger today, but just be aware. See's Candy back here by the Gourmet Market, and there's also somewhere over here to the right is Krispy Kreme. I think it's over here. I have had the Krispy Kreme, I'll admit, once or twice. Oh, you know what? I think the Krispy Kreme was... No, there it is. I was going to say it's where the See's is. And there's Krispy Kreme. Now it's 8:30, so I don't know what happens, but the mall closes at 10, and I'll see the donuts wiped out. They do donuts not as a breakfast thing, but more a birthday thing. So 249 for, what is it? 29 baht for one donut, 249 for a dozen. But I think you have to order them early, and this time of day, call it 8:30. I don't know if they put it on discount on Grab. I don't fully understand how the discounts work. I'll get these. I'm just hungry, and I'm looking at Grab, and it'll say, well, this is 40% off. Enter Expat 40 code or something, and it never seems to work for me. Maybe I'm not buying enough. I'm only buying a 300 baht order, and you need to buy 800 baht, and you get it at 40% off. That'd probably be smarter, but I keep telling Boone to show me how to do it, and we keep forgetting. This Gourmet Market, it's pretty good too, and they're closing up the deli out front here, but they have some items that are a little trickier to find around town, like honey glazed ham. A lot of people here. I'm trying to stay out of everybody's way, but there's a turkey, lamb, ham. It's all sold by the gram. Hi. Leg of lamb is 100 gram. Thank you, ladies. Looks good. Yeah, and again, they're tearing it apart right now. At 2, 3, 5 p.m., there's an amazing assortment there. Yeah, so I'm not going to be buying too many, what is that, $52 boxes of C's. But I being a mailman, I got some kind of federal discount at C's, and I'd go in there and buy $100 worth, and I had a half dozen of these huge boxes and go into different Christmas parties or, you know, things like that. You're a popular guy when you show up with the 1 pound box of C's candy. Oh, one other thing. I was listening to another YouTuber in Pattaya, Chocolate Man in Thailand. He's a pretty good guy, but over the years, I've heard him talk about people bringing him Reese's peanut butter cups from the Philippines, his buddies. And he said the same thing I noticed. We both went into our local 7-Elevens, and I'll admit, this was 2 weeks ago. I only got one little package of the 2 peanut butter cups. He said he got 4 or something. They're impossible to find, and he said he hasn't seen them back in his 7-Eleven. So maybe it was an experiment to see if they sold. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't looked for them or seen them again myself. But be advised, you might be able to get a Reese's peanut butter cup over here in Bangkok. And I know if you're listening from the United States and maybe you're not even a candy guy, and again, I'm trying not to eat. Oh, this stuff's great right here. I actually bought the Fat Brother. It's pretty affordable barbecue. Where's the prices? 18 baht a skewer. It's kind of street food prices, and it's delicious, but I did pay, well, I don't even know, 250 baht for that bottle. I'm trying to find the price. Still in my fridge. It's delicious. Oh, and they have a happy hour on beer with 5 to 8 p.m. Happy hour, buy one, get one free. Guinness, $1.85, buy one, get one free. It's not exactly an Irish pub, but that's a heck of a price. Yeah, there it is, Guinness on tap. No, but what I was saying, little things like all they have everywhere around Asia are Snickers bars and Hershey bars, and yeah, I mean, I'll eat one, but it's not my favorite. Probably a Reese's peanut butter cup is my favorite. And you think, like, that's not a big deal, who cares? But little things like that, those are some of the things that I miss. It's just the convenience of having it, your favorite candy or your favorite cereal or your favorite breakfast burrito. You can find all those things, maybe not a breakfast burrito. I think you can at Sunrise Tacos. They're just going to be a little different. It's not that big a deal. You will adjust. But when, they did a pop-up of the In-N-Out Burger here, maybe it was 2 years ago now. It was at Central World, and it sold out immediately with just lines of hundreds of people. I didn't wait in the line. I knew about it, but I like In-N-Out, but yeah, I'm not waiting 2.5 hours or whatever it was for any burger. But I heard they ran out of I'm assuming they brought all the product over on a charter plane or something. They ran out of the fries, and we're passing out the burgers with Lay's potato chips. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't wait 3 hours for that. But as popular as that pop-up was, man, I sure hope we get an In-N-Out over here. That'd be incredible. And I'm kind of an In-N-Out guy, and to the best of my knowledge, there isn't an international one. Maybe one popped up in Hawaii. I'm not sure. I know a couple of my Hawaiian followers out there might straighten me out on that. I know they're in Vegas and Arizona, but international, that'd be something. Now, in the Emporium I just walked out of, they have a Shake Shack. It's okay. There's other burgers around town, Prime Burger and Easy Burger. I'll go to before a Shake Shack, but they do make a really good, I think they call it a flat split. They cut the hot dog in half and grill it, and I'm sure it's an all beef dog. It's delicious, and it's like 150 baht. So I have a hot dog twice a year. And I am not going to get them, but there you are, Reese's peanut butter cups, 49 baht. Like I say, the small Snickers is 22 and the large is 30. Maybe the Reese's is imported and the Snickers is made somewhere around here, I don't know. But Kit Kats and the fake Kit Kat, take it. It's a Kit Kat. They're cheaper. Hershey's, you'll find that everywhere. And these Canterburys, you'll find that everywhere as well. Also M&Ms. But Reese's is new. And we already have one CB Media. It's a pretty good channel. Check them out. Showing different Thailand car culture, but this retro Havoc, wherever it is, I don't even know what kind of car that is, sitting in the 7-Eleven parking lot here at the Mercure Hotel, Sukhumvit, Soi 24, on my walk home. And I had to look up retro Havoc. It said it's oh, I already forgot what it said. Something about a car show, one of the biggest car shows in Southeast Asia. I'm assuming here in Thailand. I know it's a Nissan. Are these Skylines, something like that? I know my buddy, we were talking about this car at one time because he owned one in Japan, and I think it was CB who was saying how expensive they are over here, but they're such a large car. I guess they can stuff a huge engine in it or something. I'm not positive. But a pretty fun looking car. And as I'm walking home from Terminal 21 up here to Prompong, I'm at Benjasiri Park, and is it Mudeng? Is that the famous hippo that's made worldwide attention? Well, they put a Mudeng display here at the beginning of the park, and I just looked it up. That means bouncy pork in Thai. And here's your average 9 p.m. traffic here on Sukhumvit, so don't be in a huge hurry to jump in a cab to go from Prompong to Terminal 21. You could probably walk it twice as quick sitting in traffic. I know whether they turn the meter on or not, let's not get into that controversy. 9 out of 10 times these days it's I have a broken meter, and you know, 100 baht will get the job done, but people insist on not wanting to deal with the taxi scam. It should cost 47 baht, and he's demanding 100 baht. I'm outraged. I'm going to talk to 10 cabs before somebody turns the meter on. Myself, I'm a little bit more, let's get on the road. You can have the extra 78 cents. And speaking of Benjasiri Park, there are hundreds of people. This is the time of the day, 9 at night. Come out, do your jogging, do your laps. It's kind of up to you if you want to be here at 9 in the morning. That is probably the heat of the day. When the sun is low, it's just murder. Come on out here before the park closes at 10. Get in a workout. Enjoy the light breezes. Up above the IKEA and the M-Sphere malls, the Tribal Beach Club. It's a little more upscale. Think Miami Beach Bar. There are ladies in the pool overhanging, and guys, I guess, overhanging the park there. That's a little, whatever it is, 1 meter deep pool and with bar seats. And then there are people dressed to the nines out on the dance floor. Tribal Beach Club. And I've pointed this out 1,000 times. Directly across the street is the Robin Hood Tavern. That's Sukhumvit Soi 33/1. And my home headquarters is right next door, O'Shea's Irish Pub. Their sister property is just a 1-minute walk up the street, the Royal Oak British Pub. They all offer a nice Sunday roast. I think O'Shea's does it Saturday and Sunday. I'm not, maybe Royal Oak too? I don't know. I always have the roast at O'Shea's. And the park does open at 4:30 in the morning until 10 p.m. No dogs, certified guide dogs. Benjasiri Park up by Terminal 21, that has a dog park, but you still have to keep them on a leash. And the Bangkok Illumination Festival, I don't know if that's kicking off this weekend. It's a Thursday, but that'll be something to see. They have a man-made water feature in the middle of the park, and they, for Miss Thailand, she came in runner-up, and I don't know if it was Miss Universe pageant, something, but it was a big deal, and there were just tens of thousands of people down here. But in the middle of the water, they were doing this something like you'd see at Coachella. What is that with the where they illuminate the person, a hologram type thing, and they're getting pretty darn good with that stuff. So I'm sure this Illumination Festival might have some of that. These different colored lights and Mudeng there, that is all new. I say it every time in these videos. Every time I go out for a walk, and I walked right by this park last night, there was no Mudeng lighting up the water. So I am going to take a couple of laps around the park, put this phone down. I really appreciate you running around Bangkok, Thailand with me tonight and checking out my videos. A thumbs up really helps me with YouTube. The more thumbs up I get, I guess YouTube shoots the videos out to more people, and the more people that see my video, the better. Just having a little fun, but we all want to be a little competitive, and you know, it's nice to see somebody's watching these videos. Leave a comment. I appreciate it all. There will be plenty more videos to come. We'll see you later.